But moving on to the next counter that we are talking about is Sula Vineyards. Lalit from Mumbai has bought around 2,700 odd shares of this particular counter. He has not, bought all the shares at the same time. He's been averaging out, and his buying price now at an average is around 557. He wants to know whether it's worth holding Sula stock for the next 5 years as a time horizon, and what's the growth after all with respect to the company is what he wants to know. Shahina, I'll come to you on this one. Q3 completely was a disappointment for this quarter. Volumes have not grown well for them. Something that's just doing well for them is wine tourism. But, when I spoke to the management, he was pretty positive with respect to, wine sales in India. But what do you think? Is it a good stock to have in your portfolio for the next 5 years?
I would say that it is better to exit the stock as of now, while the numbers have improved. But I think, with tariffs coming off, and especially with import duties and imports improving in the wine space, I would say, it's a small cap stock. And I would say the correction will continue or the consolidation will continue for quite some time. So I think there are better opportunities available currently. So I would exit.
Exit. All right, better opportunities available. Quick follow-up then. If you are going to be buying in this Alcobev space, which would you buy?
I would prefer Radico Khaitan,
Okay.
which is also corrected, but I think in the overall space that looks best bet for the longer term. I would buy the dip, of course, because we're seeing a correction across the board in these stocks. Some rebound is happening, short-term rebound, but I would say you can pick it up at dips.
Okay. And stock is up and about, in fact, 4.5%. Why don't we also pull up? I'm curious, are the other Alcobev companies also reacting in trade today? Let's pull up United Breweries. Okay, not doing too much. It's up about 0.25% or so. United Spirits up about 0.7%. So Radico finding a lot of buyers right now. Tilaknagar also up about 1% or so. All right, let's take the next question. We've got Suresh calling us from Hyderabad. Hi, Suresh. Morning. What would you like to ask us today?
Good morning, Galak.
Good morning.
Good morning, Galak and team.
Good morning. Please go ahead.
I've got Indian Oil Corporation average price, 1,000 shares average price 150 rupees.
Okay.
I've got an horizon of 1 year.
Okay.
I would like to exit no sooner I get 15 to 20% profit. Is it possible?
15 to 20% profit. So you would have to recover quite a bit of ground and then make some money on top of that.
Correct.
Okay, so let me take this across on the technicals to Akshay. Akshay, it's not something that is completely unprecedented, but I guess several headwinds would have to go away for this counter, not least of which is the pressure in terms of margins, right? So, but on the technicals, would you suggest holding on to this for the potential gain of 15% by the end of the year?
Well, look, the price structure is strong. It's just that the stock is not in a momentum run-up. So the journey for it to cover from 204, where it currently trades, to at least till 300 is going not to be a straight V-shaped recovery, but a pretty choppy one, and it might be a time-consuming journey. So the suggestion is the broader trend is strong. So hold on to the stock. 150 is a medium-term support for this counter. When you get this around 250 or 260 zone, the suggestion is go light, book 50% of the quantity around 250, 255, and the remainder you can consider it to book it around 300. So overall, a positive chart structure, but not a one-way journey. There will be hiccups, but broadly I'm looking at targets of 255 from a 3 to 5 month perspective, and around 300 probably if things go as on expected lines for a year or so.